Hi, I'm Stephan Smith of Artsmith Craftworks. When I get things that I like to use in my steampunk airship sculptures, boxes of things, what have you, it's really fun to go through these things and kind of look and see what's going to work with one part or another. I often have people save me boxes of things because they know that I do these sculptures, and so it's always a treat to go through and look at the different things that they've saved me and imagine how I can use those in my sculptures. So I've got a box to go through. Why don't you join me? So I have a couple of friends who wind up giving me a lot of stuff, and the reason they do that is because they flip houses, and when they go into these houses, sometimes people have abandoned them or they've lost them to the bank or what have you, and they just leave, and they leave all kinds of stuff in there. And they know I do these steampunk airship sculptures and that I do it out of repurposed stuff, and so they wind up giving me boxes of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a box opening for you right now, and we're going to go through a box of this stuff. If you're a maker, you'll be in heaven. If you're a hoarder, you'll cry. If you're somebody that likes to throw things away, then you probably won't have any use for this stuff, but invariably I find some cool stuff I can use. So right off the bat, I see some interesting things. They look like cases for tapes or something like that. I don't know what kind of tapes. They're not really cassette tape size. They're not really thick enough to be old micro video. So I really don't know what they are, other than they look like some kind of video cases, and there's a bunch of them. Okay. And then this one, this actually looks, that looks like a beta tape case, you know, back from the VCR days, but only not VHS. That's beta. I don't think that necessarily will be worth anything, but it could be. These are kind of cool and kind of gross at the same time. I know what these are. They're like breathing treatment, you know, volume whatever testers, you know, so somebody put their mouth on that and tried to make the little floaty thing go up and down in there. But I mean, it kind of just by itself looks sort of steampunk, doesn't it? Maybe that can be messed with. There's actually a couple of those. They kind of sort of might have cooties, I don't know. Let's see. And then this is a tray that's got a bunch of ribbon and stuff in it, but it looks like it's a piece that's meant to stack. And that looks like the lid. It looks like there's a piece missing, so maybe we'll find that another time. Okay, well, that might be of some use. We'll see. Magnifying glass, hey, you know, that's got some possible steampunk applications to it, or maybe I'll just use it to inspect things. All kinds of cool little shapes in this. That's a pumpkin carving kit. Could just use it as a pumpkin carving kit, or there's a lot of really interesting little shapes right there that could come in handy if you repurposed them. They could run an airship or something. I don't know. Oh, these are cool. Those, I don't know if those are meant to stretch socks, to keep them straight. They're obviously for socks. I don't know. I mean, sometimes stuff like this, you get it and you're like, what am I going to do with that? But if you look at that, I mean, that could be some kind of cool set of fins on an airship, or I don't know. There's some good use for those. I know it. Oh, wow. This is a gem, an absolute gem. How many people out there know what this is? This is going back a little ways. If you're as old as I am, you know what this is. If you know, drop me a line, drop me a comment in the, you know, after the video, and see if you can tell me what that is. Obviously, scraper. I'm not sure if I can use that or not. Maybe, we'll see. It's got some interesting shapes. This, okay, I know they give these away a lot of times at, you know, at like I think Harbor Freight gives stuff like this away, but old funnels like that are cool because they can be used right on the end of an airship. They can be used as a tail cone, as a nose cone. They can be cut and used for other things, or they can, I mean, just be practically used as actual funnels, but those can be used as a lot of cool stuff. Beads, yeah, I use those on the wires that suspend the gondola from the balloon a lot of times, and there's a lot of different colors. Super value, 1 pound mixed bead assortment. Yeah, there's a lot of colors in there. I don't know if it's necessarily the colors that I tend to use, but we'll see. And, okay, a battery operated candle, an empty box. I'm not sure what's in that. Doesn't feel like there's anything in that. Brand new package of ballpoint pen. You know what I do with these stick pens like this that are clear, I cut those and I can actually make like a lantern by putting a little LED in there and putting a bottom and a top on it, and it looks like a lantern on one of the airships that I do. In fact, I've done them before. They look really cool. They just add some serious realism to an airship. Erasers, don't know how good those are anymore. Those have been around the block. Woolworth, man, you don't even see Woolworths anymore. Those probably are, you know, kind of hard as a rock. We'll see. We'll open those up and see. That is a dowel stand, but as cool as that looks, I mean, it could be modified a little bit, raised up or down, I think, and that could be used to be like one of my airship kit stands or an ornament, you know, a steampunk airship ornament. So that's cool. That's got a lot of use, and that's another one. So neat. And here's a box full of just all kinds of stuff, old keys, bottle caps. Oh, look at those bottle caps. There's some old 7-Up. Oh, there! Check out that old Pepsi bottle cap. Can you see that? That's kind of cool. That might have some value. Some neat stuff in there, pine cones and everything. Old scissors. Don't know. I have a lot of scissors, and these are kind of rusty, but those could have some potential value. There's a lid off some kind of a spray can. That could be used for a lot of different things. It's metal. That could be used to make a tank or something on the deck of a ship. Cool. Workout Insanity. Just so you know, that's me. I posed for that cover. Wish. Bunch of empty cases. I don't know what those were for. Kind of cool though, because really, I don't know if that's a pencil case. It could be used as a pencil case. Nice flat little case. Could be made to look cool. Could be used for pencils. Maybe it was for makeup. I don't know. Some more. Oh, that's an old pen set. Some more tubing and filters. I don't know. Some kind of. No, it's from a nebulizer kit. So there's a lot of cool things that can be done with all this stuff, especially like the bumpy stuff can be used as piping or something like that on a sculpture or an airship. Flower card holder, that might have some use too. And these you get in the store, you know, with tights or leggings or something hanging on it. But the cool thing about this is the way these are shaped, that almost looks like a steel girder. I've used these for the engine pods on a couple of airships, and that winds up looking super cool. So that's good raw material for a lot of things. I've used those before. Well, this is kind of neat. I haven't seen any of these in a long time. Anybody know what this is? I know what it is. I've used them before, but this is old school. So if you know what this is, you know, again, drop me a comment. Let me know what your guess is. I'm sure it won't be a guess. A lot of you probably know. A lot of you are my age, probably. Yeah, bathroom stuff, you know, glass and toothbrush holder. I'm not quite sure how that would be used. It could be used as an attachment of some kind, a sight on something. There's all kinds of neat things that might be possible with that. Oh, this is kind of neat. Nice little tin. It's got a plastic bottom and a metal top. So, but I use these sometimes as the battery holder for airships where I put lights on it. So that's got some potential, because you take that off, you could change the battery, have your button switch in there, whatever. So you could turn those lights on. So that's kind of neat. Jewelry box, ring box, same thing. I've used those before as the battery compartment for airships that light up. Little velour bag. Another pair of scissors. Not special there. Another ring box rather. Again, I can use those. Okay, this is a ring off, or a couple of rings off of something. I'm not quite sure what. I don't know if those are burner ring replacements or something. Not quite sure how I would use those on an airship, but who knows? I mean, they could go on the front or the back of an airship, form some kind of piece. Another nebulizer mouthpiece, ew. But a cool shape, it'll still be used. I'm gonna have to sterilize it first. Anybody know what this is? That's pretty obvious, actually. All right, I won't make you guess. That's obviously an old can opener. That's kind of cool. A hair comb. That might be used for a number of different things. I've used those kinds of things as fins before, but mostly if they were plastic. Or some kind of a slide bracket. I don't know what that was meant for, but that could be used for some neat stuff. Possibly on an airship, possibly a mount for a piece of cosplay or something. A little mirror, get you to flash there. Yeah, angle's not quite right. This is kind of cool. I'm not sure what that came off of, but I like the shape. It looks sort of gear-like. That could be used for a lot of neat things. Package of pins, like that you would put on the back of little buttons that say something, campaign buttons or whatever. Not sure how I would apply that to steampunk use, other than you could make ribbons and stuff like that, to go with your costuming and stuff. And then that's almost it. The other part of that pen set and some little nipper scissors. Those could have use in the actual making of stuff. So that's pretty much it. There was a lot of cool stuff in there. Some of the stuff I can use, some of it maybe not. The stuff that I can't use, I will always either recycle or re-gift or reuse in some other way. I plan to do a few of these. I've got a lot of stuff to go through, so stay tuned. I'll go through some more cool things, and you can see what other junk that I have the ability to work with from time to time when I'm given stuff. Thanks for watching.